at one movement, stand before this embassy, not as beggars of justice, but as rightful heirs of Zimbabwe's constitutional promise. Betrayed, brutalized, and silenced by illegitimate administration headed by Mr. Emerson Mnangagwa. We write to you, Ambassador, with rage burning in our hearts and law in our hands. We declare that we will no longer be silent. Citizens like Nyokayama Buna subjected to transnational political persecution and unlawful attempts at extradition. The embassy colludes with the Zimbabwean regime to forge criminal dockets, manufacture fake identities, and manipulate South African legal processes for political gain. Rampant and systematic corruption continue to hollow our every institution of government in Zimbabwe, while its citizens languish in poverty and in fear. A regime whose head of state is clearly incapacitated continues to occupy office unconstitutionally and against the national interest. We declare that these actions constitute violations of international law, abuse of diplomatic immunity, obstruction of justice in foreign jurisdictions, and breach of the Zimbabwean Constitution, particularly Section 59, which talks about equality and non-discrimination. Also, Section 58 of the Constitution of Zimbabwe, which talks about the freedom of assembly and association. Section 59 of the Constitution of Zimbabwe, right to demonstrate and to petition. And Section 70 of the Constitution of Zimbabwe, rights to the accused person. Ambassador, we further submit that the continued persecution of our fellow comrade, Nyokayama Buna, for standing up on human rights, for standing up for Zimbabweans, who has committed no crime except to articulation of dissent, amounts to a political crime. It is egregious violation of international refugees protection, and including provisions of the African Charter on Human Rights and People's Rights and the UN Convention Against Torture. We put it to you that Mr. Mnangagwa is no longer fit for office, physically or morally, and must relinquish power immediately in accordance with Section 96 of the Constitution. I want to repeat this. Mr. Ambassador, we put it to you that your principal, Mr. Mnangagwa, is no longer fit for office, physically or morally, and must relinquish power immediately in accordance with Section 96 of the Constitution of Zimbabwe. Therefore, Mr. Ambassador, we demand the following. Number one, that the Zimbabwean embassy immediately cease and desist from interfering in the legal and asylum processes of Zimbabweans in South Africa, particularly the case of Comrade Nyokayama Buna. Number two, we demand that all personnel involved in the forging of documents and unlawful collusion with security agencies be investigated and recalled. Number three, we demand that President Mnangagwa immediately vacate office due to incapacitation and systematic failure to govern. Let me repeat number four. It's important that President Emerson Mnangagwa, the President of Zimbabwe, immediately vacate offices due to incapacitation and systematic failure to govern. Number five, that the government of Zimbabwe establish a transitional process led by independent and credible actors to restore constitutionalism and impunity and prepare for the fresh elections. Failure to address these, Comrade Ambassador, will result in the expansion of lawful and peaceful civic resistance, both inside and outside Zimbabwe. This is not a plea. It is a warning, Mr. Ambassador. History is watching you. The people are waiting. Mr. Ambassador, let me repeat this once more. Failure to address this demand with your principle, this will result in the expansion of lawful and peaceful civic resistance, both inside the country and outside Zimbabwe. This is not a plea. We are not begging you, Mr. Hamadri. We are not begging you, sir. It is a warning. History is watching you. History will judge you. And history will stone you to death. That the people of Zimbabwe are dying on a daily basis, seeking medical attention in a hospital. And the hospitals are not functioning. The hospital system is in the intensive care unit. Nothing is working. People are not going to school.